Have you ever been so overwhelmed by your surroundings that you couldn't breathe? The world seems to be closing onto you, the items in the room appear to suffocate you, and when others try to talk to you, it's all a blur. It may seem like there is too much going on simultaneously. This is what occurs when we become too tied to our surroundings. Today's world is becoming more noisy, with no place for a person to find calm. You will not suffer anymore now. In this video we will learn about the law of detachment. The law of detachment is a spiritual concept which says that you should let go of attachment to the result when you have no influence over it. The law of detachment is starkly opposite to the law of attraction, but it does not imply you cannot do anything to improve your circumstances. The law of detachment simply states that you recognize certain things are beyond your control and accept and let them go. You don't spend energy attempting to change what has already occurred or worrying about what could happen in the future. Instead, choose to love life as it comes to you. The law of detachment also states that you should not impose your beliefs, ideas, or results on the environment around you. People come from a variety of backgrounds and experiences, and letting go of our judgments benefits us by bringing new perspectives into our life and opening doors we never thought. Uncertainty is another crucial feature of the law of detachment. Being at ease with not knowing and yet giving your all. A large part of being all right with uncertainty is having faith in the cosmos that no matter what occurs, you will be guided to your desired end eventually. Here are a few examples from our everyday life that can help us to understand the law of detachment a bit better. Recognize that you have no control over the outcome. If you are a student preparing for a major exam, you put in a lot of overtime and study hard. You study for your examinations. You maintain an optimistic attitude throughout the preparation, aiming for the best possible result. However, after the exam is over, you let go of the result. You don't need to speculate how you did and what the answer to that question had been. You just let it go and disengage yourself from the consequences. Only the essential handwork is within your control in this case. The final grade is no longer under your control, therefore there is no use in stressing over it. Whatever will be, will be. Assume you made a bid on a house. You adore the house, done your research, made the greatest offer possible, and conducted all the necessary background checks. All you can do now is wait. Instead of worrying about the bid or the house, you embrace the universal truth that whatever is meant to be will be, regardless of your preferences and desires. If not this, something else that better meets your requirements is on the way. Embrace the unknown. If you're going on a date, prepare for a novel new experience. Don't build a list of this person's potential flaws before meeting them. Allow for the possibility of their surprising you. Be present and true to yourself. Humans are not machines that come with a how-to-use manual. A person is never easy to predict. Instead, try to relax and take it all in while you're talking to a new individual. Maintain an optimistic attitude while adhering to the idea of uncertainty. If you are an entrepreneur who is beginning a new business, it is important to have a good attitude and mental focus. Don't always plan for problems and challenges. However, you should be prepared to encounter hurdles in your way. If everything works out, that's fantastic. It's also okay if they don't. You have a wonderful story to share, incredible experiences, and a practical MBA. All of these things are far more important than leading a life that is filled with worry. It is possible to achieve success without using the law of detachment. But it might not be as calm and happy. Respect the choices that a person makes. If you are a new parent, do all you can for your kid. But don't expect them to go in the path you want them to go in their lives. You may give them all the resources they need to succeed, but the final course of their lives will be determined by them. Detaching yourself from the result will allow you to enjoy your time with your children rather than continuously pressing them. While the law of detachment is simple to grasp in principle, particularly after the examples, it is very difficult to put into practice. For ways to embrace the spiritual law of detachment in your life. Number 1. Make a list of everything to which you are emotionally attached. Before you can begin practicing detachment, you must first become aware of what you are attached to. Make a list of everything to which you are emotionally attached. This might be anything from a material thing to a desired outcome. As you create your list, consider if they help you or restrict you. If they are restricting your progress, it may be time to let them go. The law of detachment does not require you to give up all you treasure. Instead, it is about letting go of your attachment to things over which you have no control. By distancing yourself from these things, you may create a way in your life for positive experiences. It will be easier to let go of things you are attached to if you are aware of them. Number 2. Let go of attachment. It's time to let go of your attachments now. Choose one of the items on your list and decide to let it go. This might be as simple as a negative thought or as complex as a tangible asset. Allow yourself to let go of it without hesitation or attachment. Number 3. Accept that you cannot control everything. Have you ever seen wild carnivores hunting? If they are unable to capture the prey they are looking for, they will attempt to chase something different. So, why are we, the top predators, so hell-bent on reaching that single goal? Focusing on one item causes you to lose sight of the infinite world around you, which is full with unlimited possibilities. There are a lot of chances out there, most of which we end up neglecting since the world tells us that we should only concentrate on one thing at a time. Consider how free your thoughts would be if you didn't overthink about one goal. The universe is urging you to let go of your fears, trust it, and take a leap of faith. You can never really know what the future holds, but whatever happens to you is what the universe feels is best for you. Let go and take that leap of faith. I assure the world will catch up with you. To really feel freedom, we must embrace uncertainty as a natural aspect of life. We must learn how to apply the law of detachment in different situations. Regarding love and relationships. If you're attached to the outcome of a relationship, it might be tough to let go and simply enjoy the journey that lies ahead. However, being attached may really work against you in the relationship, keeping you from developing genuine feelings for your partner. Try to concentrate on the current moment rather than becoming attached to the result. Let go of your expectations and enjoy your time with the person you love. This will help you to relax and enjoy the moment, which is essential in any healthy relationship. For professional life. It is simple to get stuck in the rat race and become attached to your job. However, when you are too focused on your job, it might be difficult to enjoy your life outside of it. It is critical to strike a balance between work and life. Make time for your interests and distance yourself from the negative effects of your job. Remember that your value is determined not by your work or income, but by how you lived your life. In terms of possessions, we often grow attached to our stuff and identify ourselves with them. However, it is important to realize that our possessions are only objects. They have no actual worth other than the emotional value we assign to them. If you are attached to your belongings, push yourself to let go of that attachment. Concentrate on what is actually essential for you, such as happiness, love, and peace of mind, and let go of the rest. These are the things that will give your life its true significance. Major benefits of the law of detachment. Reduce anxiety. You experience less stress and less anxiety when you are not concerned about other people, when you leave them to deal with the natural consequences of their actions. And when you do not intervene to fix their issues. Too many of us rush in to rescue people from issues they created. This makes them dependent on us to keep rescuing them. We eventually get exhausted, worn out and frustrated because, although we want to assist, this sort of conduct generally results in entitlement, manipulation, and control. We waste time and energy worrying about folks who aren't as worried about themselves as we are. We relieve ourselves of the obligation of being responsible for other people by obeying the law of detachment. They'll sort out their life eventually. And even if they don't, everything will be all right. It's not our issue to be concerned about. Accepting this automatically lowers our blood pressure and worry while increasing our energy and time. The law of detachment also helps to alleviate anxiety by removing any what-if thoughts from your mind. What if anything goes wrong? It may happen, but by the same reasoning, something good could also happen. Why waste time speculating which of these two scenarios is more likely? Yes, behave rationally and avoid bringing turmoil into your life. At the same time, don't put yourself in a permanent state of stress simply because something unpleasant or uncomfortable could happen. Boost your self-confidence. While the law of detachment teaches us to accept others as they are, it also teaches us to accept ourselves as we are. When we aren't imposing our will on others, we have more time and energy to devote to ourselves and our own development. We emphasize self-care by concentrating on our own growth. This allows us to become our finest selves. Our self-confidence grows as we mature and learn to know our true selves. Improve your communication abilities. We don't apply manipulative methods to change individuals into who we want them to be because we accept them for who they are. Therefore, we must choose between two options. Leave the relationship since their personality is inherently incompatible with ours. Or communicate our relationship requirements to them, providing them the opportunity to adjust to our requirements. For example, if regular communication is one of your requirements, but you are in a relationship with someone who is not satisfying that need, it is your obligation to explain your requirement to them rather than force or impose a communication style or frequency. At the end, the law of detachment encourages you to concentrate on your own needs and desires since the only person you can influence or control in a relationship is yourself. It encourages you to enhance your capacity to convey your needs and desires since they are genuine. With the law of detachment, we adopt the perspective that no matter what comes up in life, it will all work out for our benefit. We have no control over conditions or other people. We can only believe that the universe's higher power is controlling everything. Finally, detachment does not mean abstaining from life or people. It is, rather, a deep inner change that frees us from the boundaries of our ego. Detachment permits us to function in this world while being detached from it. It is a result of letting go of our egoic attachments and finding our being beyond materiality, not a goal in and of itself. Personal disintegration, self-realization, and a more positive connection with the world and others around us may all be achieved via detachment. The law of detachment urges us to embrace the unknown and discover our actual selves' boundless possibilities. Thanks for watching.